One, two. Happy New Year, one and all, and welcome to another edition of The Kickout, the final word in professional wrestling. I am your host, the Wizard CZ. Joining me, my for frequency's sake partner and tag team champion of the world. He is never wrong, Nick Bull. Nick, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I haven't seen you in a year, but Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's been a minute. Glad to have you here. This is the Kickout. Welcome to the For Frequency's Sake Network. For Frequency's Sake Network, we're powered by Lopez Pizza, built by Durham Remodeling, colored by Ryan Allison Tattoo, and protected by Jared Zook of Country Financial. It's 2025. Happy New Year. So glad you're with us. We're back for another year, CZ, of talking wrestling. Wrestling's hot right now. 2024 was great, but 2025 is cooking. A lot of stuff coming up here.
Yes.
Lot of stuff on the plate, a lot of stuff on the mind. But CZ, what do you want to talk about?
Well, seeing as it's New Year's Day and everybody is in New Year's resolution mode, I think we should talk about our New Year's resolutions off for the podcast, but also a little bit about what we want to see in this coming year, wrestling wise.
Absolutely. January, beginning of the year, new beginnings, new goals to be set, new way to look at things. What do you want to see in the wrestling world? What do you want to see that I guess your wrestling resolution? What would you like to see, or what are you stating that you would want to do with wrestling here in 2025?
So obviously, any year going in, I want to see some fresh talent be built up. I want to see some new faces come into the main title pictures, because you always want to get that fresh face out there. But in the immediate future, I would honestly love if Kevin Owens were to win the ladder match at the Royal Rumble and walk away with the belts.
Wow. How so? Why is that?
I think it would be a good story to tell, and he doesn't have to hold those titles for very long. But I think he deserves another shot with the work that he's put in holding the main title. And if it were me, if I were playing it out, I'd have him beat Cody in the ladder match, and then we go into Elimination Chamber, and the Elimination Chamber match is with Kevin and Cody and whoever else you want to throw in there for the WWE Undisputed Championship, or if they still are carrying the Winged Eagle, throw that into the mix, and then Cody wins it back going into Mania. It's kind of what I would like to see.
Yeah, I don't have anything against that. I really don't. I'm excited because, it's the Royal Rumble. I mean, it kicks off the road to WrestleMania. I mean, it's the second biggest show of the year, if you want to think about it. I know they consider SummerSlam. I mean, this is the catalyst for WrestleMania, man. This is when we start pointing at the sign after we win the Royal Rumble, and turning and looking and doing that. It's here, and we get the men's rumble, we get the women's rumble, and you're telling me we have a championship ladder match with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens on top of it? Sign me up. That sounds great. And I like that idea. Cody losing in a ladder match doesn't hurt him. Okay. No. And if you want to make the story intriguing, I like where you're going, have KO lose the belt in the Elimination Chamber as an early eliminated, as one of the first or second eliminated. I would think that would just add to the character even more. And then maybe have your blow off some point after Elimination Chamber before WrestleMania with Cody and KO.
Yes. Let me ask you real quick here. We're talking about the Rumble. I think in the next week or two, we're going to see a clearer picture of the possibilities of who's walking away. But if you were to predict it right now, who do you think is walking out of that Rumble with the shot at Mania?
It's one of two guys, but you only want one. The Rock.
Okay.
Do I want it? Not necessarily. But I think by hook or crook, we're going to have Cody and Rock.
Yeah.
And it needs to happen to finish that story, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Longer you wait, I don't think people will care as much a year from now.
Right.
With Mania last year still fresh in their minds, The Rock being away, Red One was not very good money-wise, box office-wise. I think he enters himself, whether it's number 31 or number 30, and he's going to win the Royal Rumble.
I don't find fault in that as much as I don't want it to happen. I wish somebody of the younger variety, like I just said, I want to see more younger talent get a big push. But Nick, I told you what what I hope to see in 2025. What are you hoping to see?
Man, in 2025, I'm really hoping to see. I'm really like kind of over some of these wrestling sites that I follow on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and just always trying to spin. Let's enjoy wrestling, and let's be negative when we're critiquing something, but man, there's always something negative out there every day. And if just enjoy wrestling, right? There's so much out there. And I'm looking forward to enjoying, obviously, your big WWE shows. AEW is putting out some really good stuff right now, but the indie stuff, I want to see more indie stuff. I feel like I don't know enough about the indie scene on, when you hear guys come up or talk about this territory or that company. So I'd like to get more, versed in that, and in doing that, it's a time commitment, right? You got to watch a lot of stuff, and hopefully I'm able to do that. That's a goal. That's a resolution I have. I hope tag team wrestling is featured a little bit more in 2025. I'm a big tag team wrestling fan. I love it. And I thought with, a tag team not defending the belts for over half a year in a company really diminished it, but they kind of picked it up towards the end, and they developed a few more tag teams. I'm talking about AEW. I'm talking about the Outrunners. I'm talking about the Private Party, them becoming world champs. But those titles were just not defended for so long, and people kind of forgot about them. WWE side of things, I wish tag team wrestling was a little more prominent. It'd be great if tag matches were featured on PLEs. They need to be, man, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Outside of WrestleMania, they need to be. Maybe not every month, but they need to be at least every other month. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to in 2025 wrestling wise.
And I'm gonna go a step further with what you first said there about getting to know the indies a little more. I made it a goal last year to bring more talent from outside of our area onto Card Subject to Change, onto the main podcast. And we did a decent job. We've brought people from Dreamwave, from Zawa, from all over the country. We've had people from Louisiana, from Georgia. We've had people from outside of our area, but I want more of that. I'm going to bring some more fresh faces onto the podcast. That is my New Year's resolution as far as Card Subject to Change goes, is to bring in more fresh faces and hear more stories about their journey in independent wrestling.
I guess mine for the show would be, you know what? We're going to continue to be here in 2025. We're going to continue to bring the energy. I'll be bringing the energy for shows. It's been, man, August 31st, you said, or August 1st of 2022? August 1st of 2022, we have had a consecutive episode on, and in some weeks, multiple episodes here at the Card Subject to Change. I'm going to brag about it, so that's commitment, man. I mean, it's a hobby. We love this. We do this because we love it, okay? But it's also a big commitment, and we love it because It's something we love, and we know that it's appreciated. So, we couldn't do this without you. We are the podcast by the fan for the fan. It's not some catchy thing I came up with in the infancy of this thing. No, it's what we believe. It's what we really kind of adhere and stick to here. By the fan for the fan. We want to talk about what maybe we think you would want to see. Maybe you want to talk about. We're trying to expose you to younger talent, and in source, making connections with these people. That's what it's all about here for us. I Never Wrong shows up the end of this week on the Rob Kammerer's podcast of MLW Confusion. So check that out. We talk a lot about the purpose of the show and why we're doing this. And yes, we talk good things about CZ too. Don't worry.
You didn't bury me. You didn't bring out your golden shovel.
Dude, I put you over like Rover, dude. I put you over like it was your retirement tour. Okay. Ooh. I put you over. So I'll be looking for that thank you in the mail.
Fair enough. It's going to come in the form of a belated Christmas card. How does that sound?
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh man, I am excited. And I talk about bringing on fresh and new faces. I'm not going to name any names yet, other than I will say that we have Ryan Howard returning to the show this coming Sunday to talk everything Japan. But I'm really excited for one of the guests we have in this January who you and I have talked off air and think he is going to blow up here very soon. I don't want to name names. You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. And yes, guys, CZ is booking like a mother right now. He is the booker man for a reason. And we've got some great stuff in store for you here in 2025. Please stick around. We love to have you. You can reach out to us on socials, on the show pages, either on the show page for the Kickout or the Card Subject to Change podcast. I'm at Nick Bull 55. He's at the Wizard CZ. Reach out to us. We want to talk. Like, follow, subscribe, share. Let us know. Let us know. You want to talk wrestling? You want to question answer? You want to discuss something? Let's do it. Let's talk about wrestling. This is what it's all about.
And Nick is available for birthday parties to talk wrestling as well.
Maybe for a small fee. For a small fee.
Your birthday would never be wrong with Never Wrong.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Big wrestling here to start off the year. We're looking forward to it. We will have boots on the ground covering it, bringing it to you here in the realm of the For Frequency's Sake Network. Under the Card Subject to Change banner. This is the Kickout for the Wizard CZ. I'm Never Wrong, Nick Bull. The final word in professional wrestling.
This has been a For Frequency's Sake Podcast Network production. For more great content, subscribe to For Frequency's Sake on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.